Everybody, it's your boy Ryan, and welcome to another quick nootropics clip. Every shred of information we put on this channel is brought to you by a couple products. Number one, we have a nootropic stack. It is called Cortex. Couple options. Buy it for $33 at the website. Use the coupon code 5 FIVE. That'll save you some money. Take it down to $28 a bottle. Or if you want a bottle for $25, you can. You just have to buy two. That's the Cortex double stack. If you need my help on nootropics, basically helping you formulate stacks that work well for you, get our consulting service. Very popular right now. 40-minute call with me, some follow-up email correspondences. And if you're new to nootropics, buy Smarter, Better, Faster. It's a digital book we wrote for you if you're new. Or just get the Nootropic Starter Pack, which is Smarter, Better, Faster, plus a bottle of our stack Cortex in a package deal. And if you are a man and you are looking to boost testosterone in a very measurable, sustainable, and effective way that actually gets results, you got to upregulate, enzymes that produce testosterone. You got to give yourself free testosterone. There's a whole bunch of other things in the protocol. Get the Viking Testosterone Protocol. It's like we will make a large dent and raise your test. Get that at livecortex.com. So let's talk about social anxiety and stacks for social anxiety. I kind of want to give kind of my take on it, what I think about it, and then we'll talk about some stacks. So first of all, I've really never had a whole lot of social anxiety, I guess, other than, there were times where I tried to formulate a friend circle where I live in Pennsylvania. And none of those people, I just came to understand that a lot of those people do not want to talk about the things that I want to talk about. So, right, they talk about, I guess not to be a jerk or anything, but mostly meaningless stuff that might be going on at whatever bar, just like crap that's going on in their friend circle. And I would get social anxiety trying to hang out with them because none of them wanted to talk about important stuff. I would want to talk about business and optimizing my brain performance and hormone optimization, all the stuff that I'm into, biohacking, things like this. So I guess that's one thing. But otherwise I really never got substantial social anxiety, and that is because two things. I think largely my brain is calm, and that's because I meditate a lot and I take deep breaths and I try to calm it. Sometimes I take L-theanine, but also it's because my brain processes good. That's a critical distinction to make. I think that a lot of folks that have social anxiety, they're in situations at work or other social situations where they have anxiety because their brain is not working well, okay? So your ability to come off confident and verbally fluent to people is impaired, and therefore you feel inadequate, and that gives you social anxiety, right? If you were just a beast and a boss, and you were a killer, and you were super smart, and you could verbalize all the stuff because I think we're all really, really smart. It's just about converting that into sentences and be able to be verbally fluent about it, and your brain worked well in the moment, I think you'd be a lot better with social anxiety. We have a lot of people that in their job or something, they're giving speeches to people, they're going into meetings, feeling social anxiety, and a lot of that is because their brain is just not working well. So many nootropics would work for that. Racetam, like an aniracetam CDP choline combo could work for that. An oxiracetam, aniracetam alpha GPC combo could work well for that. But for folks that are going to need to tone down some sort of overactive background anxiety response that is contributing to the problem, then my best suggestion would be something like a racetam ashwagandha stack, so that you tone down the nervous system but you still stay functional. A gram of aniracetam or 700 milligrams of aniracetam, somewhere within that dose range, and then really 400 or 500 milligrams of ashwagandha, and then a choline source. You don't want to go higher than that because that'll take essentially the functional part of the aniracetam down to the point where it might not be worth it to do that. A good medium dose of ashwagandha, really kind of a low dose, with a regular dose of a functional and stimulant racetam, like either oxiracetam or aniracetam, works particularly well. Now, I'm not one to suggest people take Phenibut a whole lot, because we all know, it comes with side effects. And usually that is just like a debilitating, depressed feeling for a day or two after you stop taking it. Because you're just like, your brain, your GABA receptors particularly, are just like waiting for, they're in withdrawal from that hard synthetic GABA, which is what Phenibut basically does. But in situations, acute situations where you need performance socially, one of the things that we've suggested to like dating experts, we've consulted some dating experts in like Italy, this guy from Italy, is low dose Phenibut and medium dose phenylpiracetam. Okay, so we're talking about 500 or so milligrams of Phenibut, and then 150 to 250 milligrams of phenylpiracetam, with a choline source if you need a choline source. What that will do is make you uber functional, so your brain actually works fast and you process better, while at the same time toning the nervous system completely down, because you're just like raising the GABA response. You're just like blasting with synthetic GABA with phenibut, and it just puts you in a super calm place. I mean, I've taken that stack before, but it's something I like to stay away from, just because, you know, I don't really like to fuss with phenibut all that much. I can replicate the effects, you know, mostly with other compounds, but I mean, I've taken it. It totally makes you feel super chill, and a lot of the people that we consult that have social anxiety, and we try other things first to kind of get them to get the right result, that don't really necessarily respond super awesomely to that stuff, we'll break out the phenibut phenylpiracetam stack, and I gotta tell you, it totally works. You can do the same thing with Nupept and phenibut. You can do the same thing with aniracetam or oxiracetam with phenibut, and you'll get a pretty similar result. But remember, the general template is you want to have something that makes you functional, because that's why people get social anxiety for the most part. Their brain is just not as functional as it needs to be, and they feel inadequate, and that's the response. And then you want to have something that calms things down, and I don't see that theanine and a stimulant racetam is the best bet for that. It could help some people, but you really want to shoot for ashwagandha or rhodiola, or when you're in a pinch and you've tried all that and it doesn't work, a racetam phenibut combination actually works super well. So thanks so much for watching. That is my take on social anxiety. I hope that makes sense. Try those stacks if that's you, and kind of understand the template of being functional but calm at the same time. Remember, every shred of information we put on this channel is brought to you by a couple products. The Cortex stack, $33 at the website, $28 if you use the coupon code 5FIVE. $25 if you buy two. That is the Cortex double stack. If you're interested in consulting with me, we are super busy with those, and it's a very popular service. We help people figure out stacks that work well for them, and we shed off 2 years of their own experimentation so they can just get right to getting benefit from nootropics. Buy that at livecortex.com. If you're new, smarter, better, faster, or the Nootropic Starter Pack. And if you're looking to boost testosterone, get the Viking Testosterone Protocol. It's a protocol that works. Think of me, right, being super linear and logical and kind of breaking things down from a biohacker perspective. I actually figured out how to raise testosterone. Did it in myself. I feel completely different. I mean, it basically does change your life. Turns your libido back on, makes you feel like a man. So if you're looking to do that, use the coupon code Viking, just the word Viking, and it'll take it down to $170 for the Viking Testosterone Protocol. Do that at livecortex.com. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.